NicknLex here.
Hey everyone!
How's it going, guys? So tonight.
Woo!
Okay, we're very excited tonight because we're back after 3 weeks of not doing any videos, and so if you see this in the future and we're like overexcited, that's why.
Yes,
pretty much, right?
And we are also excited to come back with a bang. Walter Becker and Scott originally wanted another song by another band, but he noticed the record label might get blocked, so then he gave us a list of like Steely Dan related songs to choose from.
And we have done so much Steely Dan, so we said, okay, let's rather than Steely Dan, let's do some Walter Becker.
Yes.
We've already done 2 songs from this album. One with Alexia, one by myself from Circus Money. Yeah. And this is going to be the third.
And both of those were also requests from Scott. Yes. So when he put Paging Audrey on that list of potentials, we were like, okay, let's do it.
It's also the longest song, so we're like, let's do the longest one. So again, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Everyone who's still with us, you know, like we saw a lot of people subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
For choosing us, as your hosts and stuff, But we had a lot of fun. I think we will do a video about the 3 weeks that we were gone.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And it was the North American tour.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Because
3 countries,
Canada,
3 weeks.
Mexico, and the US. And we were in Seattle, which is a very famous city for music. Right?
Yes.
We have a lot of prominent people from there.
Yeah.
But so thank you so much again for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful new year, and we have a lot of plans for this year, and we'll talk about it in the live.
Yes, we will. Okay, so here is Paging Audrey from Circus Money 2008. And we know that Donald is not anywhere near this album, so we're not expecting to hear him.
But there's a lot of people on this album. There's like 20 musicians that I've not heard of really, but I'm sure they're the best. I mean, everybody wants to play with Walter. That's a fact. So we upped the volume a little bit. We wanted to give you a little bit more boost, and we lowered our microphone. So let us know how this sounds. Yes, and poor Alexia is catching a little cold. Yesterday we were still at the beach. Look at this. I got a little cut. We went surfing. So a little cut. It's like literally all my body is cut from the coral.
It was pretty bad.
But it was fun. Yeah. We almost drowned. A lot of adventures. Good times.
Good Mexican times.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's go. Thank you all so much for your patience, for your support, and rewatching old content. We noticed even YouTube let us know that a lot of our previous content was being watched. So that's really nice of you guys, and we really missed you. We're happy to be back. Let's get going. Paging Audrey.
There we go.
And let's start it.
All right. Here we go. And boom.
Here we go. Ooh.
Nice.
So high in the dreamtime sky and go anywhere.
Nice phrasing.
I know.
In that sometime place, ever lost somehow. In the here and gone, all the there and now. Did it all go bust, crumble down in dust, or just slip away? Paging Audrey. lost and lonely, somewhere very far, paging Audrey, coming from the cold. In that far-off room, drenched in desert sun, evil words were spoke, dirty deeds were done. Could we sail back there, snatch them from the air? I dare anyone. Can I stand right here, call them back and say those were never meant to be heard that way? Let the heavens crack, let the day go black. I'd give anything. Paging Audrey, somewhere very near,
Beautiful, beautiful.
safe and silent. There you are, my dear. Paging Audrey, anybody home?
We know him.
In a distant room, certain things were said as the loved one lies on the love-torn bed, and the night rolls on, and by light of dawn, you're not anywhere.
Wow.
Paging Audrey, this is who we are. Do you remember on any random star?
Wow. No.
Paging Audrey.
Okay, so wow, that was a face melting solo. I'm immediately gonna.
So good.
Yep. So it's Chris Potter, and he we just looked him up, and he's like on Steely Dan. He has played with, of course, with Wayne Shorter. Like he's like literally on everything. It's like
Yeah.
as a leader, I mean, he has like this amazing discography, but he has played with David Douglas, David Biney. Is it Biney?
I think it's Benny. I don't know,
Benny.
but just to
Oh, yeah.
mention the ones that we know.
But yeah, Dave Holland, Holdsworth.
Okay.
Then
Pat
Pat
Metheny.
Metheny, like that's the one that
John
Patitucci, yeah, Adam Rogers. I mean, wow.
And then some Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, just like,
Yeah,
but I
very
mean,
cool. The whole song just
this
has
song
such
is
a good groove.
the bass, the guitar, his voice is so good.
Yep.
He
Yes.
goes very low.
Yes.
The backing vocals are very Steely Dan. Like the whole vibe is just, it's no wonder that Steely Dan is so good, because obviously I give Donald so much credit, and then the Donald solo albums, but he is amazing.
He is also very, very
like
good,
you have to give it to them. Without Walter, there is no Steely Dan.
They're both a perfect pair. And this specifically, I love how much Walter is involved, you know, because I love that there have been 2 guitar solos, and then when the first one started is when the backing vocals kicked in at the same time, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so good.
Yeah.
It's very jazzy, obviously, the drumming, the
yes, you know? And it's like funky.
Yeah.
It has like boom, 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 you know that. And I just love his singing, you know. I should have worn my I still miss Walter Becker shirt
that Scott gave us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But wow, what an artist, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, he's really good. The lyrics are great. I haven't been following them along as much.
Yeah, we have them pulled up, but you know, the music is so good that we just I get consumed by the music, and then I have to re-listen to it, and then I might, you know,
go for the lyrics. Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, it's okay.
It's literally getting like worse as the video is progressing, you know.
It's when it's nighttime, you know, it like hits you a lot harder.
Because it's so funny. Before we sat down, you sounded perfectly fine. And then when you sat down, you started to sound a little bit. Yeah. And now it's full like...
I think it's also when I don't move, like since we were walking around and doing things, and then I took a sinus... decongestant.
So it's coming down.
It's
doing it.
So anywho, let's keep going and see what the rest of the song will bring us.
Yes, here we go. You're like...
Sorry.
Okay.
Coming strong and pure.
Wow. What? Wow.
What a great track to add to our repertoire.
Perfect.
I'm so
Thank
happy.
you
This
so
was
much,
a great
Scott.
request.
Yes, I loved it. I love also the fact that because sometimes Donald uses a lot of those very the drums sound very like on Gaucho, you know? And a lot of people, I love them, you know, but I love also when you hear a real, I mean, it is a real drum, but it's just very,
it doesn't sound as, like electric or.
Yeah, it sounds very electric. This sounded more like,
yes.
Like more like, I don't know, like.
A little bit more loose.
Yes, loose. And you can even like when you program a drum machine, you can add that humanity to it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the ones on Gaucho and the Donald albums are humans, but it's just like the rhythm is very simple. And I love that here it was a little bit more jazzy, you know, a little bit more funky, but I loved his vocals, the singing, you know. I didn't pay attention to the lyrics and the backing vocals. Oh my God, the guitar, that sound
I know, so good,
super smooth, and everything.
I love the song. I really think this was a great way to come back. It had all the elements that we love snuck in there, even the fade out, but very subtle. You know, I barely could even tell that it was fading out until you said it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think this was a great choice, and Scott knew that we were gonna love this one.
He knew. I mean, that's the fun part most of the Dan members, you know, they already know what we like.
Oh, yeah.
So they go for that.
They just show us
well.
more of that.
Yeah. No, and it was also like, while we were listening to it, I'm so glad that we're back, because we didn't listen to music a lot that we like, because when you're with others, you know, you want to please the family, and you know, everybody is, you know, pretty young, and they like the music that's being played at the, you know.
Yeah, and we'll inject a little here and there.
We did some injections, but we couldn't really play like the stuff we like, you know, in the cars and on the road and or in the house. So we were never sitting like this together. So it's almost like a month ago. Yeah. So it was really nice to be here. It is. And it's a pleasure, you know, with Alexia. So
it's great to be here. Thank you everyone so much for your support. Thank you, Scott. Thank you all, like I said, for your patience and waiting for new uploads. We hope that you enjoyed this. Let us know what you thought. Had you heard this song by Walter before? If so, when was the first time, or what did you think of it? We'd love to hear from all of you, and we'd love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone. Bye.